Vroom! Start this engine up.
All right. Welcome back, everybody, to the Movement Podcast. Courtney McManus, your co-host here.
Aken, Musa, hashtag your friendly neighborhood Moose here.
And we are here to talk with you guys today about we just went to LA.
Woo! We just came back.
We took our business West Coast.
It was a fantastic decision to take our talents to the West Coast of Los Angeles and really learn some good material and get some good material out there in terms of just learning more about the market. But we encountered some pretty interesting things happening when we were over in Los Angeles.
This was the craziest 48 hours I've had in a very long time.
I can agree with that.
We're just going to start this episode off with saying that I left Moose in charge. Actually, I didn't leave. Moose put himself in charge of booking the Airbnb, the car.
This is my first time, by the way. It's my first time booking Airbnb.
And the flights. So you guys can only imagine how this episode is about to go down because we're going to tell you.
I just like to also prelude this with I am a responsible adult. That's all.
Yeah. Okay, so I say to Moose, like, following up, like, getting ready for this trip. I'm like, Moose, did you book the Airbnb? Moose, did you book the flights? Moose, did you book the car? Moose, did you do this? Did you do that? Yeah, Court. Yeah, we're good. Booked. Yeah.
Yeah.
Get to the Airbnb. First off, the Airbnb, like, owner guy, whatever, is 3.5 hours late. There's no key, so it's already off to a great start, right? Get inside. Open the front door. First thing in front of your face.
It's a stripper pole.
Is a fucking stripper pole, guys.
It was a stripper pole. The signs were there. So first of all, the guy's name was Magic, who was the host of our Airbnb.
We had a fully blown, vetted pimp as our Airbnb host.
He was a pimp.
That Moose hired.
He was a pimp.
Moose hired, not me.
Okay.
Moose hired a pimp to host us in LA. In this adult film Airbnb.
They definitely shot suggestive material.
No couches, no TVs. There's the one black leather chair.
There was a massive teddy bear as well.
Yes, that we swear must have had a camera in it somewhere.
I mean, like, it was the size of, like, this table, teddy bear.
So very, very, very long story short, I ended up convincing Moose to get us a new Airbnb at like 11 o'clock at night.
It was a group decision.
I came to the realization that we were both going to need penicillin shots by the end of this trip.
She wanted to take the stripper pole home. So let's just be honest.
It was a good stripper pole. I'm not going to lie about that. I'm not degrading the stripper pole at all. Just you for booking it. So, got a new Airbnb. Like, by the time we got in there, I think it was like midnight, jet lagged. We had been flying all day long. Mind you, we're only there for 48 hours.
Only 48 hours.
But it was the new Airbnb was great. So Moose rebutted himself there.
Great.
So Moose did get us a dope car, so that is another rebuttal on his end.
Wow, look at that.
So now we're like back at the drawing board. We got
an
R8.
Zero.
We got an R8, so that was really, really cool to be able to drive around.
It's my favorite car, and I can't wait to actually have that car.
around LA.
Yeah, weird flex. Okay.
But back to the business. So like I said, we were trying to go to this. We went to this Los Angeles Real Estate Conference 2020 New Summit. It's really cool because we've done a couple referrals out in California. While we're not licensed in California, we can do referrals anywhere around the U.S.
You touched about this last episode.
Yes. So basically, we could do referrals anywhere that we want. And Musa's sister is actually looking to buy a house out there. So while we went out there for the conference, we also went out there to look at a couple properties. We brought some videographers with us out there too as well to get some clips of what those properties looked like. But
those videographers.
You want to talk about somehow these properties were? We went to Compton was the first property we went to go see.
We were in Compton and we were in Inglewood. And again, these are some... You hear the stories.
We went to Compton, y'all.
We were literally in Compton. And I'm not going to lie, it looked exactly like the stories.
It looked like Compton.
It looked like Compton.
Well, no, you know what I said to Moose when we got there? I was like, I feel like we're on like a scene of like Breaking Bad.
Breaking Bad, straight up.
That's actually like what it looked like.
Oh, yeah. And again, if you think about it, it's kind of cool because the real estate out there, it's fairly expensive. Like what she was looking at is expensive. And that's what you're getting for that level. In terms of the rental income and stuff like that, it's just, if you get a great deal, it's there, but a lot of times it's not.
Yeah, so like she she was looking at properties out there that were like around 600-700K, and around here in Connecticut they'd probably go for like what, 200? I'd say
230 maybe.
I'd go to make that
at the most.
Yeah.
Because you're talking multifamily, right? So again, the multifamily market out there is completely different. They have completely different rules and regulations when it comes to lending as well. So I don't know, just it was good to get in there, see the places, see what people are really trying to get. You know, like if I was perfectly honest with myself, the second house that we saw would be the best route to go, but I wouldn't necessarily get that house. And like if it was here, I wouldn't necessarily get the house, but like that's the type of property and that's the type of real estate people are striving
it's
for.
It's a totally different
to
market out there. Totally different market, totally different inventory. But there are a lot of people from Connecticut that do want to buy properties out there and like Airbnb them out. So we'd be happy to help anybody out with that. If anybody is looking into like the investment game, buying a small condo out in California and Airbnb-ing it out most of the year is like actually a really, really great way to make a good bang for your buck and have a good vacation spot.
Absolutely. Just to rewind back really quickly, so we'll talk about Magic Mike, our host. One of the other interesting things about LA, or even just in general, you are not supposed to technically rent or Airbnb out. Airbnb is technically a short-term lease, right? So you're not actually technically supposed to do a short-term lease.
Yeah, there's different rules and regulations in California on what Airbnbs can be utilized.
Exactly. And a lot of times what people are doing is they're actually renting the houses themselves and then doing the short-term lease. So it's a ploy that lots and lots of people are doing, even everywhere.
Yeah.
And it's a great, great way to be using someone else's money to make money because you're renting and doing your thing.
I'm convinced that Magic Mike did not even own that spot.
So let's talk about that.
So when we got in there, the back, like my bedroom had like a balcony and the back door was wide open. I swear this guy broke in through the back door, let us in, took our money, and rented someone else's place out that he knew wasn't going to be around. I could be wrong, but there's some sketchy stuff going down in that area. LA is awesome, but it's sketchy.
Yeah, there's
sketch balls.
It's like a corner is good, and then
it's like the next corner is like not so good.
Where we went for dinner with your boys the other day too, and don't get me wrong, the spot, the street, the area, like so cool.
Yeah.
But then literally at the corner of this like awesome street was like the only live 18+ new strip club in like LA.
Hell
it was like at the corner. Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah, it was.
No, exactly where that was.
It is like it's a crazy dynamic, I guess, out there, you could say.
But like I would, not only would I live there, definitely. No, but like but I mean that was the thing, is it just, you know, like so just say Bridgeport, for instance. Bridgeport with a corner strip club next to whatever, like that real estate isn't going to be worth so much money. In California, it literally does not.
You want to
matter.
be next to the strip clubs.
Want to be with my stripper pole. Magic, where you at?
So this house that we showed in Compton, where we're trying to, at least attempting to show, it was a 2-family. So we got, there's a unit in the front, unit in the back.
Right.
Unit in the front was not letting us in. You could see people peeping through the windows
Literally.
and like still not opening the door. So it was just not a very safe area. They have the no trespassing sign. They have the, we have dog signs up. Not the best situation. So then the people in the back unit actually ended up letting us in, and that was also a shit show. We have a midget pit bull running around, no leash.
There's another dog, no leash.
I had never seen a midget pit bull in my life, but
I love midget pit bulls.
Basically what I'm getting at is it was a very dangerous situation. It was not very clean. Dogs not on leashes. Strangers not happy about you being in their home, because this was a potential short sale. Right. So you got to be a little bit different with these types of clients too, as well.
Absolutely. And I think as well as even what you're touching on too is, a lot of that stuff, a lot of those things, a lot of those processes that are happening, like that's what I mean is that is a $700,000 property. If you, again, pick that property up and you're in Bridgeport, which again, we have gone to Bridgeport so many different times and so many different showings on multifamilies, and not even a chance. I know for a fact we're not going to be able to get in. I know for a fact that, the tenants aren't going to let you in.
Yeah.
And you would just expect a little bit more. But again, it's all area too. So California, lovely, 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 lovely area, but it's saturated. It really is. And I feel like the real estate market out there, particularly for some of this, from what I've learned at least, is fairly saturated, unless you're really looking to do like those big money purchases, a couple mil, over $1 million. And even if you want to invest in like the smaller mobile homes, we were talking with these people at this conference that we initially went to.
Mobile homes are a huge thing out in California now.
Massive. We've sold mobile homes in California before.
Yeah.
And we've sold mobile homes that are underappraised and that our clients will pay money to just get the house, because that's how crazy the market is out there. And again, if you're an investor or a big time investor and you have a lot of money, that's where to be.
Yeah, for sure. But I think if you're a first time investor, East Coast seems like it's
East
a little
Coast
bit
is the way,
a little bit safer and a little bit of better bang for your buck too as well.
Absolutely. I like Philly. I like Nashville.
I've heard
love
Tennessee
Nashville.
and Florida are like the two best places to invest in right now.
Florida's crazy right now.
You know what else I also heard today was that Bridgeport is one of the largest growing communities in the country right now. For home buyers, Bridgeport's the #1 town that people are buying in the whole entire country right now.
Which is nuts.
Our attorney, Jason Maricco, actually was talking to me about that today.
That's nuts.
Yeah.
And it makes sense.
It does make sense.
And if we even go back to California, like, yes, saturated, but like
they're all developing communities.
there you go.
That's what it is. So
There you go. It's all developing, and like people see those opportunities and want to hop on them.
Yeah.
Because it's not this year, it's not next year, it's 10 years from now.
Yeah.
It's going to be 10 years from now when that property is going to be worth, oodles and oodles, or you have had this investment as a long-term rental that has been paying out that long-term rental and that residual income that you've been, striving for. And that's what I believe a lot of these investors should be doing. We have tons of people who are looking to do fix and flips, which we do.
Yeah.
But in my opinion, I think that if you're out there, an Airbnb or a mobile home or a multifamily is the right route to go.
Hell yeah. Yeah, I'm all about
land
it.
too. Land too. They got a lot of land out there as well.
They do have a lot of land. You kept saying every single time we passed somewhere that was like a vacant, boarded up building, Musa was like, "Oh, we should put In-N-Out Burger over there." I was like, "All right, dude. Like, why?" And he was like, "It's a good spot for an In-N-Out Burger."
It's a good spot. Like, okay. It's a good spot. That's a good spot for an In-N-Out Burger right there, actually. We should just have In-N-Out Burger.
We went to In-N-Out Burger both days that we were there.
Yeah. And we ate so many animal fries.
But we did eat all the animal fries. But we did make a lot of good connections out there, reconnected with a lot of people. Still garnering those relationships that we have from the past referrals that we did out there.
Right.
And we hope to just keep growing. I would love to eventually buy a property out there, Airbnb it out like we're talking about, and, kind of do real estate on both ends of the country.
Absolutely.
Bi-coastal real estate.
That'd be cool. And again, we're doing it right now, so it would just be cooler to kind of expand out and make it a lot more bigger than what we're doing right now. So again, it's in an effort to learn, we went to LA and stayed
at a strip club.
club.
We stayed on an adult film set for a couple hours.
We needed to learn.
It was funny, too, because I said to Moose, like, before we leave, I was like, well, some Airbnbs, they don't provide towels. Like, do we need to bring towels? He was like, no, we're fine.
It looked so okay.
No towels, no sheets, no nothing.
I should have,
No blinds,
wait,
nothing, guys.
I like screenshot the thing, right? Didn't I send it to you?
And it's so funny because Moose is like, oh, I didn't see a stripper pole in the listing. Like, so he pulls up the listing to show me it, and literally the first like profile picture for this listing,
it literally
is a stripper pole.
It looks like the bottom. I figure like the angle.
He thought it was like maybe a lamp in the middle of the picture,
or it was like because they had bar stools at the thing, so I was like, that's an odd looking bar stool.
It's a really long bar stool.
Like the thing or like it was like kind of like depth perception for the picture. It was like, damn, that they should just move that chair. In my head, I was like, they should just move that chair. I don't know why they have that chair there.
Never again. Never again. Sorry, Magic Mike, if you're watching this.
My bad, Magic. Yeah,
you're done in my book. Maybe not Moose's, but mine. You're out.
We're still talking.
You're
We're
out of
still
chances.
Cool. We're still cool. LA's full of opportunity, guys.
All of you can do whatever you want.
Full of opportunity. Go out to La La Land and see what you're made of.
The Sunshine State. That's
great.
funny.
That's too funny.
But we're going to wrap this one up, guys. Thank you again for liking, commenting, sharing, subscribing to our YouTube channel.
That's right.
And following us on Instagram at The Movement Podcast CT, where you can catch up on all the good stuff.
And watch out next week for a special guest.
Ooh, yes. We're going to have a good one for you guys. So stay tuned. See you guys then.
Woo!
Making Moves is out.
LA!